Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm your host, Adrian. Today we're diving into a story that reminds us just how much grace, humility and authenticity Prince Harry continues to show, even in the face of rejection and hostility from his own family. Today I want to share such a story, not just about a prince, but about a man who, despite the storms, chooses compassion and purpose. In our fast, loud world, it's easy to get swept up in instant opinions and judgments. But if we pause and look closer, we find that true strength is often quiet, showing up for others, offering support without fanfare. Yesterday, on the 8th of September, such a story unfolded, not a grand event, but a gathering to celebrate the courage of children facing serious illness and their families. The WellChild Awards remind us of resilience in the face of challenge. Into this space walked Prince Harry, not for a family reunion, but for a reunion with his purpose. This isn't about sides or blame, but about observing simple human moments. We'll explore the warmth of a conversation, the grace in a difficult moment, and the dignity of choosing service over spectacle. Let's set aside what we think we know and simply watch. Let's listen not only to the words, but to the silences between them. For in these quiet spaces, we find the most honest truths about who we are and what we value. Let's begin. Prince Harry has been a steadfast patron of WellChild for years, not out of duty, but deep personal connection. Long before his life changed, he was there, kneeling to speak to children, sharing in their laughter and tears. His return for the 2025 awards was not about the spotlight, but about honouring these children and their families. When someone is truly committed, their actions speak with authenticity. Harry moved through the room with genuine warmth, remembering names, asking about journeys, listening attentively. This was not a duty, but a privilege. He shone a light on the real heroes, the children whose bravery humbles us all. Despite immense pressure and scrutiny, he chose to be present, crossing an ocean to look these families in the eye. This choice speaks volumes. For him, it's about human connection, not public relations. His work with WellChild is a steady drumbeat of service that cuts through the noise. He uses his platform to amplify voices often unheard. On this night, his purpose was clear: to ensure the stories of WellChild's remarkable children were heard. That is the heart of the matter. Among the inspiring young people was Declan, whose spirit shone brightly in his conversation with Prince Harry. Declan asked Harry a direct question. Harry leaned in, amused and warm, meeting honesty with gentle humour. Harry laughed, answering with playful honesty, sharing a small anecdote about his own children. In that moment, he was simply a father, talking to a remarkable young man. He joked, "You've got more courage than I have, speaking up like that," closing any gap between them. The conversation turned to siblings. Harry responded with a knowing smile. "Siblings, eh? Best of friends, biggest challenge, right?" He kept the moment light, validating Declan's feelings and focusing on the boy. This was a window into Harry's character, present, listening, connecting on a personal level. He used humour as a bridge, showing that true strength lies in openness and kindness. Their laughter was proof that genuine connection can blossom even in formal settings. When Harry spoke about siblings with Declan, his words were simple. They can be the best of friends and at times the biggest challenge. For those who know his story, the weight of that sentence was clear. He didn't dwell or criticise, just offered a moment of quiet reflection. By framing sibling relationships as universal, he extended an olive branch acknowledging both love and pain. Under public scrutiny, he showed empathy, holding both emotions at once. His comment wasn't about blame, but about the reality of human relationships. Even in royal families, things can break. In that acknowledgement, There was dignity. He wasn't asking for pity, just stating a truth. This moment revealed a man who's learned to speak honestly without malice. His focus is on understanding, not conflict. It was a quiet lesson in emotional intelligence and the strength of vulnerability. On the same day Harry connected with WellChild families, Prince William was also carrying out public duties. The contrast was noticeable, not about good or bad, but about two different styles of engagement. William's approach is formal, aligned with tradition, often accompanied by visible distance. It's the path he's trained for, requiring emotional guard. Harry's approach is immersion, kneeling, hugging, laughing, breaking down barriers. He draws energy from connection rather than being drained by it. Neither way is right or wrong. They're simply different. William remains within the structure. Harry has chosen a path of direct, open connection. He's traded the palace for a life where he can be more fully himself. The contrast isn't a competition, but a quiet illustration of two separate journeys. Both brothers walk under the same sky, but in their own ways. The media often distorts the truth, focusing on drama and conflict. After the WellChild Awards, headlines twisted Harry's words, framing his visit as part of a family feud. But if we look past the noise, the real story is about compassion, told through actions, not headlines. Harry's intentions were clear. He was there for the children, to celebrate their strength and support their families. Every smile, handshake and moment at a child's level was genuine service. The rest is just noise. The media profits from division, but we must see through it. Let's separate public drama from private character. Harry's character, empathy, humility and a desire to make a difference, was on full display. Let's look for evidence of kindness and pay attention to those who act from love. His actions spoke a language more powerful than any headline, pure compassion. That's what truly defines us. In the end, a person's life is defined by their choices. Harry could have avoided the UK and the media storm, but he chose purpose over ease. He showed up for WellChild because he gave his word, putting the needs of children and families above his own comfort. This is true character, a lesson in leadership and legacy. Legacy isn't built on titles, but on the impact you have on others. Harry is building his legacy with acts of compassion, showing his children and the world that a meaningful life lifts others up. We've seen him navigate difficulty with grace, connect with children warmly, and honour commitments under pressure. These are not the actions of someone lost in drama, but of someone living with integrity. He proves you can leave an institution and still lead a life of service. Let's carry this story with us, celebrate honesty and kindness wherever we find it. What does true leadership look like? Is it distant authority or the warmth of a shared laugh? Harry's answer is clear. The most powerful legacy is one of kindness, honesty and the courage to choose love. That is the legacy worth leaving. So here's the truth, my darlings. While William hides behind palace schedules and icy press releases, Harry is out there laughing with kids, inspiring families and turning his pain into purpose. His reflection on challenging sibling relationships wasn't just about William, it was about honesty. And honesty is something the monarchy could use a lot more of. Let me know in the comments what you think. Was Harry sending a subtle message to William, or was he simply keeping it real with that young man? Either way, it's clear who carries compassion and who carries resentment. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Meghan and Harry Tales. Until next time, my darlings, stay kind, stay bold and always stand on the side of truth.